Hello my brothers and sisters in nerdiness, welcome back to the Spider's Web, and in this video we're continuing the unboxing series that we started in the last video, and we are going to be looking at Mythic Battles Ragnarok. Yes, this has all the good stuff in it. Look at that box, look at that box. Let's turn it over. The Bifrost Bridge has collapsed, trapping Odin and his armies in Asgard. The resulting war in Midgard will be a devastating clash, with no assumed victor. Will Aesir's and Vain save the 9 worlds from destruction, or will chaos shatter these realms and reduce Yggdrasil to ashes? In Mythic Battles Ragnarok, take control of Norse divinities and command the forces in the ultimate conflict. While gods and mortals wage war on mighty giants and living dead, strange runes of fire materialise in the 9 worlds. For centuries these remnants of primal forces remained out of reach, but now those who dare to wield the awesome power may tip the balance of these world-breaking battles in their favour. The realms are crumbling, the end draws near, and only the mighty will be remembered. Mythic Battles is a 2 to 4 player legendary adventure, playable as a pure skirmish game, or as an epic saga comprised of numerous scenarios and campaigns. Glorious miniatures and stunning game boards set the scene. Decks and dice decide the combat, and the draft mechanic ensures you feel the mighty force destined for glory and victory. In this box we have 2 player aids, 1 scenario book, 1 rule book, 18 3D terrain, and 88 miniatures. It takes 60 to 90 minutes for ages 14 up for 2 to 4 players. Let's see what is inside. I'll take the wrapper off. And take this off, turn it round so we're looking at it the right way up, and let's throw the cellophane across the room and take the lid off if we can. Here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. There we are. We'll put the lid on the floor. Rulebook, French rulebook, French scenario book. Not needed, not required. I don't speak French. Anybody who would like the rulebook and scenario book and any cards that are purely French, please let me know. I will happily send them off to you for a small fee for postage and packing. That is all. I will only charge for postage and packing. I won't charge for the items themselves. So what we have here, player aids. So this tells you all the icons, tells you the power types, turn sequence, so start of turn phase, second turn sequence is the activate a unit phase, activate another unit phase, end of turn phase, goes through the actions, the attack sequence and manoeuvres. On the other side it tells you all the boundaries. So we have a look here, and it does show you what each of the, in fact, let us zoom in a tad. Okay, so here it does tell you what these are. So with that, if you see a number in a space which has that, it means it's a building, movements allowed, blah blah blah. If it's the number with a burning area there, it's burning, movement is allowed. A unit entering this area suffers 1 wound. The unit is then moved onto an adjacent non-burning area. The triangle is a cliff. The sort of like blue surround there is a divine source. The one that I said looks like a flower, but I couldn't think of what the actual design was in the previous video, is a forest, so flower tree, yeah. And just the circle is open ground. That shows it's polar. That shows it's a rock. That shows it's ruined, or ruins. That cog shows its steps. That one shows its structure, and that one shows it's water or aquatic. It also goes through all the different talents of each of the characters. So we have 4 of those. Each do yes, we have 4 of those, 2 English, 2 French. So again, that's something else that can be added to the list of French items that, if anybody wants, they are quite welcome to. Next we have the rule book. Let's zoom out a little more so you can see what we have. So for the rule book, this is nice. It feels nice anyway. It is 37 pages. It's got a nice index, very clear. Lovely artwork. It looks an incredibly clear, clearly printed rule book. I'm presuming that everything in here will be listed quite well. From what I remember, the rule book for Mythic Battles Pantheon was incredibly clear as well, easy to follow. The scenario book, we have 25 pages. So if we look on this one, number of players 2. Oops. It says there in the top corner. That emblem shows how many players, and that's the number of players it will take. So it's a 2-player game. This one is 2 to 4, so you can play that as either 2 individual players or 2 teams of 2. Going on to the next one, this again is another 2 or 4 player game. Another 2 or 4 player game. That's the campaign, The Absent Father. This one's a 2-player. This one's a 2-player. And that one's a 2-player, and that is another campaign called The Eternal Conflict. And then we have just a bit of a rules thing, and this is what those cards are for, which the Futhark cards are never included in a player's hand, but instead placed next to them, just like your hand. Keep them hidden and only reveal them to your opponents when you play them. It tells you how to use them. It tells you everything you need to know, and that's what a rule book and scenario book should do. Now we have this box, and we have this box. Let's put the bottom of the box down on the floor, and let's open up. Let's do the top one first. As you can see from the bottom of the box, bottom right hand corner, Mythic Battles Ragnarok, the year it was made, and the number of boxes. That's the first box, that's the second box. So we'll do the boxes in number order. Let's crack in, shall we? I'm looking forward to seeing these. Oh, if these minis are as good as the ones for Pantheon, I will be incredibly pleased. But you've got to bear in mind that Mythic Battles Pantheon was made by Mythic Battles Games, or Mythic Games as they are now, and they were just teamed up with Monolith. This one is done purely by Monolith. Mythic Battles is getting, or Mythic Games as it is now, is getting a bit of a bad reputation. I'm waiting for a game from them which I kickstarted back in 2020 or 2019 even, and there's no sign of it being done yet, and everybody's up in arms about it. And it's another Norse themed game. Here we are. We have minis, We have minis. We have minis, we have middies, and at some point we're going to get maxis. So let's have a look. Oh, I'm already drooling and chomping at the bit to get these, to attack these with a paintbrush. I still haven't finished Pantheon yet, so I'll be painting Pantheon, I'll be painting these side by side, and I'm going to love it. So this is what we have so far in here. Now, I'm not sure whether there's anything in here that tells me what the minis are, apart from the book, which doesn't matter. Let's just get in here and have a look at these side by side. And when we have the book, we also have all the cards for them, which it looks at. But we don't have anything at the moment to give a list of what they are. But look at the detail here. Mythic Battles, you've done it again. Sorry, Monolith, you've done it again with your minis. Look at them. Look at them. Detail. We'll look at each one of these individually, and we will have a look and see if there's any issues with these. And the only issue I can see with these is that I've not painted them yet. There's a little bit of a mould line running on there, I've just noticed. I'm going to sneeze in a second. Oh, there we are. Nice, look at them. And then we have a couple of individual characters. We have this guy with his raven. Then we have this chap. Again, I'm not sure who they are because I can't remember all the names. Can't pronounce many of them. But we are going to go through these and have a look and enjoy looking at some lovely, lovely minis. We have 4 of these next ones. Trying to work out whether they're making the mask to look like a boar or a wolf or something. Looks to me like a pig, so it must be a boar. So if it's a boar, they definitely must be a member of the Tory government. Sorry, doesn't have to be Tory, it can be any one of them because they're all boring to me. The detail on these is phenomenal. Love these minis. I've got a lot to paint, as you may have noticed. Oh, this is the character that I wanted to find out. Now, you get a situation like this where you have something like that that's bent. Don't worry, it's easily fixed. Dunk in hot water. It will soften the plastic. You can bend it back into shape and then dunk it then into cold water to hold that shape. It's not a fault. It's just because it's the changing of humidity and the temperature, and that when it's in storage or when it's in transit, that's all that's done there. It's nothing serious, so don't worry if you ever get minis that have issues like that where something like that should be straight as bent. Dunk it in hot water, soften the plastic, bend it back to how it is, and then plunge it into cold water to freeze it into shape. Let's have a look at these next ones. These look like zombies of some description. I don't know. They probably have a Norse term for them. I don't remember seeing any cards that said zombie in them. But that looks like what these are, like the the Norse version of a zombie. I mean, I could get the cards out and go through them step by step and show you which ones they are, but no, we just want to get through these to look at them, make sure everything is okay with them, there's nothing broke, there's nothing damaged, there's no real issues with any of the models. That's all we're looking at. Oh, look at that bit, astounding. And then we have this guy here. Don't know who he is, but he's there with his, don't know whether that's supposed to be a torch, an unlit torch or not. Oh, excuse me. Next we have the seers. I remember these ones, these are seers. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. The textures, a dream to paint. They're going to be really nice. The detail that's in the faces. You've got to make sure that when you're painting these and priming these that you don't go too hard, because if you go too heavy you will lose all that little detail that's in there. Really do a great job at minis. Again, this is the final seer. Like it a lot. And then we have this fella. Don't know who he is. Yeah, looking at my nails, yes, I know they need backfill. I'm going to get them sorted in a couple of days. I just haven't been able to get around to get them done yet because of being ill. I don't want to go there and spread my germs around. It's not fair. It's cold enough as it is in there. But yeah, can't remember who these were. I remember the cards. I remember seeing them, but I can't remember who they were, what they were called. But just look at that, the chainmail. Wow, love it, love it, love it. There's going to be a lot of minis to open. There's going to be a lot of, well, there's quite a few boxes to open. And there's something in there as well that maybe may come as a surprise. They seem okay. And then we have these three here, and that will end this tray. Loving that design on the shield. We're going to do some really nice work with these. I'm looking forward to getting painting again. I've lost the ability to, not the ability to, the inspiration to paint the, what's the word I'm looking for, the enthusiasm. But opening these boxes over the past few weeks, Dungeon Saga, Origin, Nova Aetus, Renaissance, and now this, it's the temptation to get painting again is there. So we are definitely going to be doing some painting videos over the coming weeks and months. That's the plan for 2024. Get the channel going again. More painting videos, more gaming videos, more unboxings, more hobby related stuff that's not painting or or game playing, you know, making what do you call it, dioramas. Hopefully filming some furniture making as well, because I'm planning on making some shelving units. And once we've got the garden sorted out, I'm planning on making a outdoor gaming table as well. This is somebody who looks as though, is he asleep? I don't know whether he's asleep or whether he's been in the ward and he's injured, or what? I think he's just asleep. I think there was a character that sleeps and then his spirit becomes a bird or something. I don't know. I might be wrong. And then we've got your man here. Very dynamic pose. Not just a pose that's dynamic. The detail in the clothing, all the wrinkles and everything in the clothing is going to make this a joy to paint. And you may be saying to yourself, yeah, he's just going to go at it with speed paints and stuff like that. No, I'm not going to go at it with speed paints. I am going to be taking my time and enjoying painting these. I can't remember who these people are, but we have them. Lovely. Again, the detail. I will go on and on and on about this. The detail in these minis is excellent. I can't get over even something like that, where you look at it and you think, oh, that's a bit straight, but then you look at the bottom and see all the little grooves and little wrinkles and this, that and the other. It's wonderful. Wonderful, these models. Absolutely wonderful. Look at what we have here. The little lines in these here show little runes and things that have been etched into the, or sewn into the fabric of whatever it is, of a dress or whatever it may be that she has, shawl. Lovely, absolutely lovely. Then we have this fella. Now, forgive me if I'm wrong. Looking at that pose, looking at the way that is looming over it, is anybody getting Ghostbusters 2 vibes from this? The picture that was being restored in the museum near the beginning of the movie. Yes? No? Yeah, that's what I saw. As soon as I saw it, I thought Ghostbusters 2. Oh dear. And here we go. Look at this. Go on the fur. You know, the sorry, I don't know what else to call it, two-pronged beard there. That is, the attention to detail is awesome. We have 3 of these minis. These are the Shield Maidens. Not quite sure. Little bit of mould line there, nothing too intrusive. A little bit of a a little bit of a file down, we'll sort that out. I'm sorry for these videos being long or split, but they deserve attention to detail. The amount of detail that's in the minis, these deserve attention. I don't know how many videos these have been split into, but we're on the second box now and we have a few more to go. And then here is this Lagertha. Is that the normal Lagertha? And this the veteran Lagertha. It looks the same face, it looks the same model. Yeah, I think it's Lagertha, and this is the veteran, for want of a better phrase, Lagertha. I can't remember what they called it, but it is exactly the same sculpt. The only difference is one's holding a shield, one's holding the the head of a defeated enemy. Nice, nice, nice. And now we have some berserkers. Bear's head there and the actual warrior's head there. Again, detail, detail. Look at that detail. I keep saying the same thing, but I'm just lost for words how good these minis are. So pleasant. Can't quite remember who she was, but again, we'll find out as time goes on. We have the cards for them. I just can't remember off the top of my head who they are. And then the top row on this tray are all the same kind of warrior. There we are. Wow, look at that. Look at. I'm just lost for words. I can't think of anything more to say because I'm just astounded. Just how lovely these minis are. We've got one more tray out of this box, and then we have another box to open for this run. I may just look at these 3 boxes for this box, and then split the video, and we'll do the next box in a different video. That might be the best thing to do. There we go. So that's 2 of the trays out of box 1 sorted. And now we have some bigger minis here. There we go. Let's zoom out a touch. I'll show you the full mini, and then I will bring it a bit closer to the camera so we can look at details. That does look like it's made from leather and stitched together. All the bones. Listen. Let me get in with the microphone here. Hang on a second. Love it. These look like leather straps. This looks as though it could do some damage. This is an astounding looking model. Got a few shrunken heads down here. Lovely. Next, we have this chap. Again, I'm not going into who these are because at the moment, just off the top of my head, I can't remember. I should know some of them. This could be Loki, I don't know. All I know is that these are beautiful minis, and I can't think of anything else. I'm just looking at these minis in absolute delight because of the way they look. This must be the troll. Lovely. There's a slightly smaller mini here. I don't know who this is, I can't remember. It's absolutely beautiful minis. And then we have Thor's goats. Love the story behind these. Well, not necessarily the story behind these, but there is a story behind these where Thor stopped off at on his travels. He had his goats, ponies, chariots, and he stopped off at a house, and he was made incredibly welcome. They didn't know who he was, and to say thank you, he killed the goats. They prepared them for the meal at night, and in the morning the goats were there waiting for him to pull his chariot again. I think, is this hell? Yes, it is. Yeah, this is hell. You can tell it's hell because if you look closely at the body, half of it is skin and the other half the skin has been removed and it's all charred and burnt. Absolutely. Yeah, I'm just astounded. Would this be Freya? I think it may be. I think this may be Freya. I may be wrong, I may be wrong. Who's this? This could, no, I think this is Loki. To be honest, I don't know. I really don't know, but I think this may be Loki. Look at that on the cape. Beautiful work, beautiful, absolutely beautiful work. Don't know who this is. It may be a case of this could be Thor. I don't know. I really don't know. But I don't think it will be Thor because where's his hammer? If it was Thor, where's Mjolnir? It's not there. So I don't think that is Thor. And I don't think on any of these I have actually seen a hammer with anything. This is Freya's cat. The mischievous Ratatosk. Lovely. Who have we got here? I'm not quite sure. But as I say, I'm not well up on Norse mythology. I know some, don't know a lot. But I'm going to love, absolutely love painting these. I don't know who these are. I remember seeing the cards, I just can't remember the name. But by the same yardstick, I don't know who they would be. And then we have this character. Not again. Names these names for these characters are beyond me, to be honest. I don't know, really don't know who they could be. I struggle trying to pronounce them at the best of times. There's not many I can pronounce properly. That's Gene Simmons, obviously. And then, finally, for this video, the polar bear. Again, can't remember what the name of this character is. But it's not going to prevent me painting these. It's not going to prevent me from not enjoying the game. It's not going to prevent me from enjoying the game. I don't need to know the characters. I don't need to know the mythology to enjoy playing the game. Love it indeed. Okay, so as I said, we've done this. That was just one box done. We have another box to open, and we're going to save that for the next video. So I'll catch you in that one.